We should give you guys more scoop today.
You got some good soup?
No, got no new scoop. Another good week of practice. Kind of a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday practice on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I like where our kids are. I like, that we're a little bit fresher. I think we look fast. Now we need to go play. So, questions?
You talked on Monday a little bit. You just touched on discipline as it relates to flags, and 28 over the last 2 games. Do you think there is some discipline issue? I'm sure you don't agree with every flag that was thrown, but I mean, do you feel like there's some discipline?
I really don't. I mean, there's some. Again, I won't get into it, but no, I don't think there's a discipline problem at all. Leave it at that.
You feel? I mean, like, I guess has that been a point of emphasis in the last couple of weeks? You're trying to.
It is every day. It is every day. I mean, there's just some stuff that are going to happen on game day that it's, bang bang, and there's just some things you can't do anything about. I mean,
Did you talk to anybody at the league office about the Paris Ford play?
no.
Would you like to? At some point, maybe not tomorrow.
Not really. Doesn't go anywhere.
What did you see in the play?
You think I want to talk about that?
I think
I just saw a lot of shoulder. Yeah, I saw a lot of shoulder. I didn't see any head-to-head contact.
It wasn't head-to-head.
Really, I saw a lot of shoulder. Paris Ford, and I saw his head going inside of our guy's head. It wasn't our head going in his head. So I don't know what the penalty. I don't know how to officiate anymore. I don't know what the calls are. So I'd let them. Players play, coaches coach, and officials officiate. Reporters report. That's my quote for the day.
And you obviously have talked about your depth at different positions, but at that position with Stalker, how comfortable do you feel, obviously, with the reps that those guys have gotten to filling in for Ford?
I feel good. I mean, Jay Stocker's done a nice job, and I think Jay will do a great job. He's back healthy too. That's an important thing.
You talked Monday about how Syracuse kind of likes to throw those short routes. Do you guys kind of want to limit those and make them kind of throw that deep ball more, or just kind of?
You know what? They won't listen to me. If I tell them to stop throwing the short ball, they'll throw the deep one. If I tell them, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're going to throw it. They're going to throw a little bit of both. They throw the deep ball. They will take their shot Saturday, I promise you. They're going to watch ECF and they're going to chuck it deep. So we practiced those. We practiced all their, the quick screens that they've got in their arsenal. It'll be quick. I mean, so it's, they're not going to do one thing the whole game. They're not going to just throw 3-yard passes all day. We'll get a variety. And DeVito's got the arm count to do it.
My understanding is that Paris has to be in the locker room in the first half. How difficult is that going to be to keep him under wraps?
He'll be fine. We'll have a coach in there with him. I didn't even know that was a rule. Why would you, just another weird rule. So I'm sure the cameras will be on him for the, when he comes out at halftime. So just another way to put the cameras on the kids.
Key with those short passes, you have to tackle really well. As you guys have gone week through week and looked back at each game, I mean, how's your defense kind of done and graded out as far as tackles go?
We don't grade out tackles. Obviously every week there's going to be missed tackles, but I think our kids have, overall tackled pretty well. There's some, I could see certain plays. We had, we missed a few at Penn State, one out of run on 3rd down, but to me that was more of the call. Bringing a corner blitz, and Dave's got too far to go to get there, and just didn't. It was that's half coach, half player. We'd like to still make the tackle. We missed a couple on the edge with our corners on some quick routes outside that we got to make. We expect to make those, but we've made a heck of a lot more than we've missed.
Understanding that there's still 6 games left. When you see how this defense
One game, Syracuse. It's the last game of the season.
It's not the other coach.
Okay, there's one game.
All right, considering the season isn't over, okay, is this a defense you kind of envision when you want to put together a good defense? Are they playing that way?
At times they do, and then times they don't. So, we'll find out with this one game. It'll be the one game. Nobody cares what you did, the first half of Duke, which was really good. The second half, we got to get stopped. Great defenses play championship defense every play, every minute of the game, every quarter, and that's what we're trying to get to. But, it looks to be the best defense we've had since we've been here. What kind of defense is going to be? We'll tell in the end. We're going to, feel good about 6 games and then, be awful in the next game. So we'll evaluate at the end where we are.
There's more speed on the field, though, isn't there, than you've ever had?
I haven't measured it. I haven't timed them yet, Gary. I don't know. Wouldn't that be if we could time all 11 at the same time, see how fast they are? I don't know. But no, I feel good with our talent, but gotta make plays.
When you look at what your defense has done regarding getting to the quarterback, when you look at what their offense has allowed, plus the 8 sacks I think NC State had last week, do you expect them to try to change things up this weekend from what you've seen on tape?
Good coaches change things up. I think they got to do what they do as well. It's hard to change, everything up, but they'll have some different stuff. They've thrown a wide screen on us in the past. I guess 3 years ago they, ran a wide screen with the tailback going vertical out of a trip set, and then the tight end running kind of a screen that got us. So I could see some of that. We practiced. Obviously, they love their T screens. I could see that. A year ago they ran, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't know how many years ago. We watched it all. They've run, tackle arc release to block our corner, run, quick now out there. So we practiced all the different things that they could do to get the ball out quickly. There's only so many things you can do. I've never seen a tackle arc release to go block a corner on a bubble. So I've never ever seen that before. That was a heck of a scheme by them. So I'm sure they got more tricks too to get after us.
And we've asked about Whipple's impact, obviously, on the offense. What has Chris Beatty brought to that room? And what are some of the things that you see you really like that he's incorporated?
Yeah, I guess 6 months ago, whatever it was, how many months ago it was, we felt like we needed to change this. We needed to be able to throw the ball this year, period. We knew we were losing 2 tailbacks, so I thought it was important that we, throw the ball a lot better. We just couldn't survive if we could think we could run the ball and can't, and then we have no passing game. So the addition of Whipple and Chris Beatty have been really good, and everybody talks about Whipple and what he's done with the schematic part of it and the fundamentals of Kenny Pickett and getting him where I thought he could have been 2 years ago, to be honest with you. And then Chris Beatty's done an incredible job with those wideouts. They're catching the football, they're playing their tails off for them, and I think that's important things. They're playing hard for them, they're making plays, and they have a lot of confidence. All of them do, not just Taysier and French, but they all have a lot of confidence. And Shockey came up, made some huge catches last week. Jared Wayne had a nice one over the middle. So they all have confidence that they just got to wait their turn. And the tight ends, let's not forget about the tight ends.
Could you see Shockey getting more involved? Like you mentioned, you made a couple of plays down at Duke, but have been kind of quiet through the first 5. Can you see him getting more and more involved as the season goes on?
No doubt about it. I think he's a little bit banged up early in the year. He's just wasn't 100% right for whatever reason. And we got some other good players, and Aaron Matthews made key catches as well. But yeah, I can see Shockey getting involved more as well.
With Mark and Kenny, is that as much about finding the key to Kenny, finding what resonated with him?
No, I think it's it's not really a key. It's schematics really. It's knowing what makes him tick. It's just the coaching part of it, the relationship part of it. And there's so much goes into not you can have a good quarterback and a good coach and nothing can click. But it's Coach Whipple knowing what Kenny likes. Kenny understands what he's asking. There's being familiar with the offense and where the ball's supposed to come back there in the secondary. Kenny just knows where to go with the ball quicker, and which eliminates sacks when you do that. It's just like that touchdown pass last week against Duke for the touchdown. They're bringing max pressure. A year ago, I believe he might have got sacked, and who knows what else happened. But he knows where to go with the ball. He's making quicker decisions, and our receivers expect the ball to come out.
Do you plan to hold back any freshmen who've played in 4 games?
Maybe 1 or 2, but I think there's like 7 or 8 of them that have played so far. We have it charted, and we're playing to win. We got 1 game to go, and everybody's got to go. We'll worry about that next year. We'll just keep recruiting more guys and turn the roster over a little bit quicker. But things happen, whether it's a Keeson Camp and Weaver. I just feel like if these guys can help us win, even if it's just on special teams, let's use them, because guys take that injury in their junior year, and all of a sudden they still have the redshirt year that they didn't use.
What do you think? You guys aren't doing this, and I kind of don't think you would. But what do you think when you look around college football? You see their teams looking like they're not going to have a great season, and they take a guy who maybe hasn't redshirted yet, maybe a quarterback or a key player, and say, "We're just going to sit him down. We're going to save him for next year and try and effectively, almost kind of tanking the season." Have you seen some of this?
Quitters, yeah. I guess. I'm hearing about it a little bit. I don't know why or what, but man, I'm glad I'm not on that team. I can tell you that. This is not our mentality. It's just not. We're a no-quit football team, and I don't care what the record is, what the score is. I just don't ever see. gotta be tough going out there on Saturdays. It's gotta be tough to practice every day. It's gotta be a tough culture around that program. I don't think the culture improves. You have a bad week the next week. Guys are all saying, hey, I think I'm gonna, or next year, what are you gonna do then? You're gonna, take it again 2 years in a row? Just, what's it say for our society?
Anything else for Coach?
I apologize if this was addressed before I got here.
It's okay.
Update on either
Traffic
of the
ain't good.
Davises.
No update. Any other questions? Gary knows not to ask that question.